Morning folks, how you doing? I'm on the island of Kerrera today. I should say we're on the island of Kerrera today. Mo's standing behind you and operating the camera there. Going to have a day on the fishing. So normally when I'm fishing this spot I come in on the bike, but we just hiked down this morning. We camped last night. I say we camped, we had a lovely night in the van. It was nice and warm and cosy. Cooked up some a mild curry and some naan bread, and we watched a couple of shows on the computer, and then an early night over here on the first ferry this morning. So I'm on an incoming tide here. The tides are not very big just now. I think high tide is about, I think it's only around 3 meters to be honest. It's going to be a hot day, so we've got some cooking equipment, so fingers crossed we catch something folks. So let me crack on and get set up.
Camera.
Let me see if I can get the lure back anyway.
That's a first. Oh, it's a fish! There's a fish!
Yep.
It broke the rod and there's a fish!
That's a nice pollock as well. Is it just about big enough to keep?
Okay. That's the first one then.
Well, my cheap rod, I think I paid the princely sum of £8 for this. Actually, I don't even think it was £8, I think it might have been £6. Anyway, it broke. Fortunately, I've got another rod with me, otherwise the day would be a bust, because that's the first cast. However, I did catch a pollock, so I've got something to cook up for later on. I kept it. Let's see if we can get something else with the other rod. I'll just leave that there just now. This rod was a whole lot more expensive. I think it was at least double the price. Although it might have been £12. Well, I suppose that is double the price.
let this one go.
It's away. Definitely fish about, folks. There's divers fishing across there. Something.
Oh. It's a fish. What is it?
It's a mackerel.
Oh no.
Oh. Precarious on these rocks here.
It's quite big, eh?
Yeah, it's quite big, but
Don't want that.
see that? You missed that. There was a fish on and it jumped off right at the end. I'm not sure what it was.
The camera caught it.
Yeah, it's on camera.
Come on, Dave, catch me some lunch.
See if I can avoid breaking my fishing rods. Maybe I should invest a little bit more in fishing gear.
Well, there must be a downside for being so tight.
I've no idea what that was that was on. I felt it, I got it on quite far out. Oh.
Divers out there.
Something on.
Oh, there we go. What's that?
Ah, it's a wee coley.
Yeah. It's roughly the same size as the lure.
Oh, we're on something. there's plenty of fish, but
Not big enough to eat.
well, we've got one. How much fish do you need?
Well, I guess you're not having lunch then. It's just me.
Can't be much after. I doubt it's 10 o'clock yet. A bit early for lunch yet. No hope. We've got another fish bowl, but I think it's another wee collie. Not fighting whatever it is. Small. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, it's tiny. It's not the same one again and again and again, is it?
If it is, it's not very bright. Come on. I've not been casting out very far because of the mackerel. Hunting down the rock ledges to see if I can find a big pollock, but that's where the wee collies are as well. I didn't see anything on the camera just now, but I just got another one there where it shook itself off just as it was coming in, so I'm going down the rocks. That's almost every cast I'm getting one.
It's big.
Don't know if it's any good or not, doesn't seem very big. It's another. It's getting
one.
bigger, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
still too small to eat. Oh, we're on something. This is a bit better, I think.
Come on, come on.
Trying to get under.
Oh!
It's a big mackerel and it's off.
Ooh, I could see it as a mackerel.
Well, I don't mind actually because it saved me taking it off. Something had a go there, but it left it alone. Go on. coffee time, folks. Catching loads of fish, but I'm short of one pollock for our lunch.
One big one.
One big one, yeah. Mackerel. Well, that's quite good because I haven't been on a fish for the last half an hour, but it still isn't a pollock.
Still no lunch.
Well, we're going to have to cook up that wee pollock because it's going to be spoiling in the sun. Give it another 10 minutes. Hunkering down in this wee crevice, folks. It's pretty windy. Actually, I can see the mic shaking, so I'm not sure if you can hear me very well. Mo's going to cook up some fish. I don't want to leave it lying in the sun any longer, but I'm going to go back down, try a cast or two, see if we can have a little bit more fish. But we do have some eggs and batter and stuff as well. So scramble down there and see if I can catch another fish. Plenty of fish, just all the wrong kind. How's that fish coming along, Mo?
Smells good, but it's definitely not the prettiest we've ever done.
A wee bit small. I'm surprised how much meat there is there. Edible.
Good.
Very nice, folks. Probably can't hear a word we're saying. They've got the camera up there, we're down here out the wind, and you're up there getting blown around. Pollock fried in olive oil.
Sunflower oil.
Oh, I'm being told it's sunflower oil. We've got a bit down market today, folks.
Olive oil is not good for frying. Apart from picture. I like this. That crispy bit is the best bit. You have it. With the
Well folks, we're done with the fishing. I caught about a dozen. One was definitely big enough to eat. And the other one was a wee bit small, but it was badly hooked, so we decided to fry it up. Just took the head off it and cooked the whole thing. It was actually delicious. It was a collie, so we had a pollock and a collie. Quite nice, yeah? But we've decided to spend the afternoon hiking round the island, so we're going to go up the west coast of the island and then spin round and back to the ferry. So enough fishing for today, a wee bit of hiking. We didn't do very much filming, it was super, we were across there, it was super windy over there, so it was a bit difficult to do any filming, but we'll switch the camera on once or twice as we hike around the island, so let's go. Well folks, that was a grand day on the fishing. Lovely hike as well. Mo's down the front eating some noodles. Are you there, Mo? I've got some pasta on the go for myself. So we were up early this morning, got the first sailing across to Kerrera, and then we hiked down the track. There was a few other people on the boat and they were also out for a hike, but they must have thought Mo and I were crazy. We were sprinting down that track, and we got down to the bottom end, what I call the bottom end of the island, beyond the ruined castle, and got set up at my fishing mark. I got to fish the first cast, but I broke my fishing rod, so anyhow, it wasn't a big investment. I was just saying to Mo what a difference the van makes. So we didn't do any washing up or cleaning up after the cook and catch down there. We just threw everything into a bag and stuffed that into the top of the rucksack. So I've done all the washing up and cleaning up. Going to have some pasta and then going to have a shower, and then I think Mo and I are just going to kick back and relax, watch a movie. Not sure if we're going to stop here. I think what we might do is we might head inland a little bit and seek out a camping spot part of the way home, because I've got some stuff to do tomorrow, so I can't be too late home. I'm just enjoying sitting here watching the evening light on the Sound of Kerrera. There's a wee bit of a swell on. It's been a windy day. I can see there's a few boats tied up there bobbing around. So I'm going to give my pasta a stir, put in a wee bit of tomato sauce, some veggies. Nice glass of juice tonight actually, quite warm today. And I'm not going to wind the video up here. I think I'll get back to you in a wee while when we get set up for this evening. So I'll speak to you in a wee while, folks. Well folks, we're fed and watered, had a shower, so just sitting here, we're going to watch a movie on the computer here, maybe have a wee cup of tea, maybe even have another biscuit. So I hope you enjoyed this wee adventure folks, wee bit of fishing, the bottom end of the island of Kerrera there, and a wee bit of hiking. I didn't do as much filming as I planned, but the timing's always a wee bit tight when heading away down to the bottom of the island there, and then with the wind and so on, it was a wee bit challenging today, but a wee adventure for you. Hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did, and we're just going to chill out now, and hopefully it won't be too long before I get back to you on the next one. So take care folks, stay safe. Dave Outdoors Scotland signing off. We'll get back to you soon. Say bye to the folks, Mo. Bye folks.